Hey everyone and break divers around the world. My name is Monroe Mann, joined today with Adway in India, Saeed in Pakistan, Betty in Indonesia, Malak in Saudi Arabia, Hichadra in India, Gamari in the Philippines, and I'm in the United States in Florida. And we're having our friendship event today. So it's great to see you, Adway and Saeed, and great to hear from you guys, Betty, Heat, Malak, and Gay. And we were talking earlier in the chat on breakdiving.io. By the way, if you're watching this on YouTube or wherever, we'd love you to join us. Come to breakdiving.io and join. What do you guys think? Each of you share in this modern world, we're still kind of in this pandemic, even though it's gone, it's still here. And our lives have changed all because of that. Given the rise of the internet and social media, given the fact that it's so expensive to travel now everywhere, all the airfare flights are up, hotels are expensive. What are the best ways that each of us in our own area, what can we each do? We all have to share one idea for how to improve our friendships. Who wants to go first? Nobody? All right, so I'll go first.
Yeah, you can start with it.
All right, so
ideas from you.
If I have to encourage myself and or others, I think a lot of times we get depressed and lonely because we don't have friends. But if we're depressed and lonely, we're not likely to do anything that's going to help us to make new friends. Because when we're depressed and lonely, we withdraw into ourselves. And so I think I was saying, like, I feel trapped recently in Miami Beach and where he is, and not sure I really want to live here anymore. I'm not sure. But part of it is because I'm always in my apartment, and lately because of the storm and this and that. But we got to force ourselves to just get outside. Just getting outside in any way, shape, or form, it's going to force you to be around other people. And sometimes even just talking to somebody in the street can be enough to just get you out of your funk, and maybe end up with a conversation, and maybe you actually end up turning that person into a friend. So I'm going to take that advice when I'm done with this online event, which has been great because it's nice to talk to you guys, all my friends around the world. It's nice to see people in person. So I'm going to go out and go for a walk, or maybe go for a bike ride after our event. Okay, Adway, your turn.
In traditional way, when we had friends, we had limited friends. So we considered them as jewels and goals, and we try to invest all our energies and time on them, and give our best affection and care to them. But in modern generation, what's happening, we are getting a lot of resources, a lot of friends, many platforms to make friends. That's why this type of mentality is coming out, that even if we lose one, we will get plenty. So there are advantages, both advantages and negative sides to both of the traditional and the modern one. But the modern scenario, I see that there are, the negative side is more impacting, because we are becoming more depressed, because even we are getting a lot of friends, but still we are depressed. So even the technology is rising, it actually not helping us.
So what can we do?
So
don't tell us to live our lives like Mr. Bean, like you did earlier.
Okay.
You need something better than that.
So it's to make friendship, I think it's best to make more put time on ourselves, and this will actually attract other people to come to us, and this way we can share our own ideas to them, and also can take their ideas. In this way, a mutual bond and connection can form.
So you're saying focus on developing yourself and learning new things, because that will attract other people to want to become your friend.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Betty.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
For me, actually, if you're asking for about these 3 years, I think I have more friends because within these 3 years I have traveled. Uh, where even we have 2 years COVID, we cannot travel, but just last 2 months I traveled to Bangkok, and then I come back. I have another, I think eight new friends, So maybe go to traveling.
And does it have to be outside of your country, or can it be a travel trip in your city?
It actually is. It can. I mean that it no need to go abroad. You can travel everywhere. Just start with a smile maybe. But for my experience, I usually travel abroad for
Okay.
myself alone because I feel safety to go abroad rather than in my own country.
Sounds
So
good.
just go traveling and give people smiles so that they will look you like a friendly people, and then maybe talking something like that. Or if you cannot travel, you can look for any online community like this. You also can build a new friendship or have another new friend.
That's good advice. Heat.
Yeah, actually, friendship for me is a kind of very different thing because since childhood, I never lived with my parents. I actually lived with something like in boarding schools and then alone in the rooms and something like that. So another thing is that since childhood, I have never have normal life like other people. Like every after 2.5 days, something will happen and everything will collapse, something like that, and change or something like that. So like I was in always like in cataclysm, always on edge or something of situations. So people with me means like with me, I see friends, so they are not really friends, I see like they are my parents or something like that, or relatives, real relatives are like friends. So I have a lot of them, means whenever I go, actually I get to meet a lot of people who are really great. And nobody will be friends with you if they see you are in trouble. Always I'm always in trouble, means I will after 2.5 days there is some kind of trouble in my life, I know that. So nobody dares to be friend with me if he is not actually good at it, or he is not really means helping me in that way. So
Isn't that
for,
terrible though? You're saying that no one wants to be friends with somebody who's in trouble?
yeah, that is actually reality, but it's not true at all, means there are rarely there are many people who actually be friends like me. If some, there are many people who wants to be friends with me, but they see that I'm always trouble, almost 2.5 days there will be something in it, everything they get also will trouble with me if they are associated with me.
Can you
Okay,
give
like
an example of that trouble?
something. So it happens almost what in 2012. Okay, so I was working in Japanese MNC, and one day what happened? That company started losing its all the things. Means they actually the CEO got the hint of that his product is not going to make. Okay, so I got also that, means I got that gut feeling that this company is going to be shut down in next 3 months. So the thing is that I was on verge of making, means my first actual employment, but everything was closing down, and everything was good just what 2.5 days ago, and everything was bad after 2.5 days. He fired, the CEO fired 400 people on the spot before me, before my eye. So all of them lost their job in one single second, and I know I will be losing the job almost after 7 days. So that kind of situations are there. I was about to be on the road because I did not have money and everything. I was just started earning, and my father at the time my father got retired, and he was not having also that pension, and that did not start at that time. So at that time, really friends actually helped me, and I got new job in another American company, better company than that. actually. So something like that. These things always keep happening with me. So there are always people who help me in that thing. Hello.
What's your advice in that situation for people? What's your advice then for people who want to make more friends? Just like we were talking
You
before, what
cannot
would you
make
recommend?
friends by just going out and seeking friends. That doesn't never happen actually. Whenever your life goes in certain way and you meet people and they actually contribute in your life, you contribute in their lives, and they still stick around and goes in long way, and actually both of you fulfill your lives some way, so they becomes friends. You cannot intentionally make friends. There is never something like that. And if you make some such friends, you are going to lose them in some other way. For me, I never make intentional friends. They happen to me, and they always be in with me in many my life situations.
So you're saying
So
don't try to go out in the world to intentionally try to make friends. Just
exactly.
pursue your
Yeah.
life, be open, be friendly, and then friendship will
Yeah,
happen.
he's
Exactly.
looking
Friendship
for
will happen.
long-term friends, not for short terms.
Yeah.
Gay, what's your advice?
She just texted.
Oh, she
I
just
can-
put a most.
Yeah.
What is she
Consoles.
typing over here?
More focused to internet, specifically YouTube. That's my friend now.
She said YouTube is her friend now. Okay. So I'll translate that. I'll pretend that I'm gay.
Okay.
So no, what Gay is saying is you can also reach out onto the internet, like places like break diving, like we are right here, and make friends and talk with one another. Excellent. Saeed, how about you?
I think we got like different type of friends. For example, like I am with friends with somebody on a social network, like say Facebook or something like that. Yeah, we talk and we are friends, but we are not that kind of a friend. Like I have friendship with my university mates. Like it goes like 8 years back, and we usually meet like once at least once a week. So when you meet someone, you when you talk to that person, you feel that there is some kind of a bond. Then you will know that you will be his friend and he will be your friend. I don't think that like doing something will make you become a better friend or something. It's just the feeling and the bond. I think that matters the most when you are when you lift your close friend. And but we have other friends also. Obviously, I have friends other places, but they are not close to me as as those like we go way back and we know like everything about each other and we know that how we feel like for example, if there is some situation like a personal issue or something like that with me, then I would share that with only with my close friends, not with everybody on the social media and like on my workplace and every other person. And and I think like he give us his experience. I think the friends who work together are like intentionally or unintentionally they become kind of a competitor. So like if I'm friends with a person who is working alongside with me, so we are kind of like a competitor more than of a friend. I think that's my thinking. I think, and and you constantly have to give efforts to maintain the friendship. Obviously, it's not a single way street; it's a two-way street. You have to give, and then you can also take. It's not like that the other person is doing all the I
All the
other
effort.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
So
All
let,
the
let me
effort.
stop
What
you there because you
what
mentioned two things. The on one hand, you recognize that there are different types of friends,
Yeah, mostly two,
and
like those
and there
one
are
and
and there well, no, there's not only different types of friends. Like you have these friends, you have your You have your here's the truth is like our break diving friends. We are friends, all of us here on break diving.
Yeah.
But it's certainly, I don't know quite how to explain or even describe perfectly what the friendship is that that we have here. None of us has met in person ever.
Yeah.
And it's the strangest thing. And yet I feel closer to many of you than I feel to people that are in my real life.
I also feel closer to many of the people on wave diving. Like we didn't meet, but we connect. Like there's some kind of like a connection or something like that. When we talk about problems, when the other person is going through the same phase and he understands that. So that's also friendship, different kind of friendship, which obviously we cannot experience with the friends we meet on daily basis or like and break timing is like a different and the other social media networks like we have friends like 100 200 friends on Facebook or like on Instagram, but they are not actually your friends. They are like you can say they're followers. On break diving, we are actually friends, like we know about each other, like we know what is going on with that person, and we know kind of his psyche, and we connect. So that's the break diving. I like that about it. And I'm
Edward, you
very
were going to say something too. Did you want to
and
contribute?
I'm very good friends with many of the people on break diving.
Thank you. Low vibrational energy actually helping us all to connect.
Say it
in
again.
internet. Low vibrational energy through telecommunication towers.
That you're the first person to describe break diving as low vibration and telekinetic energy. That's funny. Yeah, it is an interesting thing, and I talked about this before that I think the only thing that the main thing that's missing from good to see you, Gay. The only thing that's really missing that's going to make break diving jump, and I'm talking about from the friendship level, because there's also the accomplishment goal of break diving with people trying to achieve their dreams. But from a friendship standpoint, we have to figure out how to get the in-person events happening. And I don't really care if I'm there or not. I'd like to be there. I think that would be fun. I'd like to come to India, Pakistan, and Indonesia and Philippines and see these countries and meet all of you in person, but it doesn't have to be with me. I mean, even if 3 of you can, like, if we can facilitate a way, because that would make the best of both worlds. We're this great online community now and we've done a really good job of creating true low vibrational telekinetic connections, like Adway says. But can you imagine how much cooler this would be if the 6 of us were in person meeting, having this event? I mean, and then we come back onto break diving and we have these events like this.
Goosebumps in my heart.
So it's going to happen really soon. I mean, in 2023, I'm going to fly to one of the countries. I don't know if it's India, Pakistan.
You are all invited in my house, like Monroe.
You're also always welcome to Pakistan. You just have to buy the air ticket, and then I'll take care of the rest of it.
So you're saying, so we don't need to buy hotel tickets?
Oh, no, for me, you have to buy the hotel and arrange all this because I'm a student, I can afford that.
No, I'm saying, you said we could stay at your house. You're invited to my house. Are you saying only for dinner, or is it also for a
No, stay for as long as you want.
I have to talk to my parents.
I'm going to knock on the door and then I'm going to say, hello, who are you? You go, didn't Adway tell you? He invited me. He said,
my pet dog gonna answer you with a bark.
No, I completely understand what you're saying. And I want to get to the point where we are all like that, where we can all travel and visit each other and we have these events and whatnot. let's go around and we'll start with me, and I'll just pick somebody randomly. I'm going to ask a question, and it's about that person. You cannot answer yes or no. The question has to be a legitimate question about that person. And the trick is try to ask a question that none of us know. So try to come up with a weird question or something that is not something that like, hey, are you in school? Or do you work? Try to come up with something. Let's try to come up with and we'll go around and just make sure you ask somebody who has not been asked. The last person is going to ask me. So let's see, what question could I ask? I'll ask Adway. And the question is, if you could live in any country for the rest, you have to pick one country and you have to live there for the rest of your life, not the current country, so not India. What country would it be and why?
It would be more hard question, but still, I will choose Iceland and the why I want to make it very short because it's very peaceful and there is very less violence.
Beautiful. You know what? Actually, one person will start the question, but then everybody goes and answers it. I think that'll be more fun because it's a good question. And I'd love to hear what everyone has to say. So, Saeed.
Yeah, I think what country? I think I'm into history, and I think it will be Italy, Rome, and because I'm into in this history and all that. So I think Italy, Rome will be the country I would like.
So Rome, Italy.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Heat.
Sorry guys, actually I have some problem here. I don't know. It's not disconnecting many times. I don't think I will be participating in this. Hello?
Okay.
Oh,
No
it's
problem.
all right.
Hello.
No problem.
So Betty.
Monroe, what about you? Oh, you're gonna say last. Okay.
Yeah.
I will choose New Zealand. New Zealand because I never been there.
Wait, what city?
New
New
Zealand.
Zealand.
New
New
Zealand.
Zealand.
Yeah.
Yeah. New Zealand. Monroe.
New
Jacinta Ardern.
Zealand.
Oh, New
Is it-
Zealand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jacinta Ardern.
Is it right by pronunciation?
No, I thought you were saying New Jersey.
No,
And
New
I-
Zealand.
Why does anybody want to move to New Jersey?
I get what it is.
So why New Zealand?
I never been there, but I have heard there is so beautiful, full of nature, adventure for trekking, and also peaceful. And the culture is good, and also near to Indonesia as well. You know, if I
Okay.
compare to Canada or US, New Zealand is near to my home country.
No, New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Yeah.
I tell you this, no one will understand what you're talking about if you say it the way that you're saying it. It's New
But-
I
Zealand.
get it.
You don't understand, but say it, and Atway can understand me.
New Zealand. Say it.
Zealand. New
New-
Zealand.
New
Very
Zealand.
good.
New Zealand, right?
No, not
No,
G-land.
no.
Monroe.
Z. Z.
G.
No,
No,
not G.
not G. Z. Zebra. Right.
New
Like
Zealand.
zebra. New Zealand.
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 No. Betty, can you say zebra?
Zebra.
Not
Z.
zebra. Z. Z.
Z. G. G.
Yes. Zebra.
Z.
Land.
Zebra.
Land.
Zebra. Zebra.
Chinese.
V land.
G-land.
Not G. You're
Okay,
saying,
let me
look,
help you with that, Betty.
you're saying
Bet-
G-land.
Betty says say Z. Say
Z.
Z. Yeah, right. Now
Z.
says Z land. Z land.
G-land.
Z land.
Perfect.
Z.
Perfect.
Okay.
It's better.
Okay. Yeah.
G-land.
Quite close. Quite close.
I would,
It's okay.
before you move there, make sure you can pronounce the country correctly, okay?
But still, I will get it. Don't worry, Betty. Even if you are
If I
incorrect.
can pronounce it, so I will change the country I want to live.
I'm impressed that you're willing to move to a country for the rest of your life that you've never been to.
Maybe the ticket price is less.
No, I can live everywhere. No.
How about you, Gay?
Ultimate country, Vivi.
What country? Okay, if you,
USA.
America.
and why?
First world country. A lot of opportunities.
Okay, I can understand that. And for me, I think just off the top of my head, Switzerland, because I've lived there for 2 years already. I like speaking French, German, and Italian, and I'm comfortable there. And they have beautiful lakes that you can swim in. They also have beautiful snow-covered mountains. They have all the different seasons really that you can want. And so
Davos.
Davos, you know what? I have not been to Davos. I've been to a lot of places in Switzerland, but I've not been to Davos.
Don't forget to attend the Davos meeting.
Yes, they will not start without me, Adwin.
Very beautiful country.
I'm trying to think, did I go to Davos with my grandma when she came? We went to Gstaad, that mountain called Gstaad, but I don't know what city Gstaad is in. Huh. That's interesting. I don't know. Okay, so Adway, you ask us a question now.
Okay. I
And you pick
want some time to think about it. Like you can go with Syed or Gay or Betty.
All right, Saeed, ask a question.
Okay. We all are in like different professions right now, but when we were child, right? When we were a child, we wanted to become someone. For what if that profession, I don't care how weird, like when I was I don't know, I was like 12 or 13, I wanted to be the captain of the ship, travel all around the world, and like but currently I'm in a different profession. So if any of you like, you wanted to be different, like you wanted to be a dancer or like a ballet or like a singer or whatever. So do you guys have that, or like you're following the you're in the profession which you have decided from the childhood or something like that?
And pick somebody, Saeed, to start.
Okay, I pick Betty.
Yeah. I didn't. Sorry, I didn't hear.
The question is, Betty, you are accountant right now, right?
Yeah.
But when you were child, like you were 8, 10, or 12 years old, what do you want to be? Like, do you have any profession in mind at that age that you wanted to be when you grown up?
When I was a child, I think that I just want to be a housewife, But later on,
She wanted to be a housewife.
Oh. That's
yeah,
also
that's change. But change. Change, sorry.
Betty, pick somebody else.
I'll pick gay, guy or gay. How to how to how to call
I think
Gay.
gay.
gay? Yeah, I pick her.
I don't know if she can hear us. Are you there, gay?
What's the question?
Oh my gosh, you girls are so lazy. What is wrong with all of you? Gay, the question is, when you were a child, what was the profession or the career that you really wanted to do, no matter what it was, when you were maybe 5 or 10 years old?
5 or 10 years old.
What?
Well, secretary, office secretary.
Why did you want to be an office secretary?
Yeah, because I watch a lot of movies that has
They look
like
cool.
that,
Ah,
especially Korean.
Yeah, I know.
look cool and like you're
Maybe
confident.
all those long stockings legs has attracted you. I know. I can
Like-
remember the movie like from Angelina Jolie. What was the name of that movie? It was I can't remember now.
What did she play? Tomb Raider?
No, it was a movie. The lead character was
Um,
Angelina, but it, it was Sugar or okay, I can't remember. Oh, it's
Salt.
now my turn. Yeah, Salt, right? Sugar and salt. It was Salt. Yeah.
All right, Adway, what is your childhood profession dream?
Okay, at first I want to be an elephant. Then when I grow a little older, then I wanted to be a swimmer. And after the pandemic, I realized that I have a lot of potential in myself. And as I do uh, forecasting and financial reporting, so that's why I have chose the career as a data analyst, as it is demanding in the industry.
Cool. For me, let's see what I wanted to be a pirate,
Nah.
but not a pirate, a modern pirate. I wanted to be a pirate from the 17th century in the Caribbean.
Yeah,
And I can be
swashbuckling
the
with-
captain of the ship and you can.
and Gay can be the ship secretary.
Yeah.
Betty, you can be the captain's wife. Adway, you can keep track of all of the treasure that we steal from everybody.
Yeah.
nice.
Arr, matey.
You're Jack Sparrow.
All right, Gay, can you ask a question to all of us?
I'll just write in the chat room.
What? Okay, yeah, that's fine. What activities do you usually do when you meet friends? I'll go first. I guess do martial arts, go to the movies. As I said, like lately, I don't really meet.
When
I
you
don't-
meet friends. Like
Or
she's asking what activities do you usually do when you meet friends?
yeah, like when you go out with your friends, what do you do? So I was saying, maybe I'll go to the movies, maybe I'll do martial arts. That's basically the only things that I've been doing recently. How about you, Adway?
Okay, I will try to have a good interaction with them and try to enjoy the moments and try to keep them happy. That's what I will do when I will meet friends.
You're a good friend, Adway.
Thank you. You are my friend too, Monroe.
Thank you. Betty,
We are usually we go to some cafe, eating and then talking. That's all.
that's great. Saeed?
We usually meet and like on a you can say on a cafe. It's not actually a cafe. It's like a street vendor selling tea Everyone would get the picture. It's also in India, common. And so we, yeah, we sat there, talked for hours, and then we started like, we just talk about everything like this and that, and then we,
In local language, we call it as adda.
yeah. And then we just like, we just start talking and everything, pulling each other legs and like doing stuff and all that. And after 2 or 3 hours, when we get hungry, we all like, if we are three friends or three,
You'll
we
pick
get,
one of them to eat.
no, no, no,
No.
no, we,
You don't, okay, I thought you would
Yeah.
eat the third friend.
we three ride on one motorcycle and then we go to eat someplace else, the food.
That's a
And,
nice, sounds like a nice time.
yeah.
And Gay, how about you?
We go to the park and then restaurants and take selfies. That's all.
Selfie.
Yes. And you can,
You know what I realize? It's very rare, at least in my life, to have friends that just want to hang out. When I was a kid growing up, all we did is just, hey, you want to come over?
Yeah.
Hey, you want to go to the park? Hey, do you want to? And we didn't have to plan anything, and there was nothing. We just liked talking to one another and hanging out. And like, if you bring someone over and say, oh, hey, you want to play cards? Hey, you want to watch a movie at my house? You want to play video game? Now, nobody wants to do that anymore. It's
They
like
want
nobody
contact.
wants to come over and just
Just-
kind of hang out.
Just for the friendship. No, they want something like,
It has to be productive as well. And I think that's the problem. Like I have people that my students, they come with me all the time up to an hour and a half to go skydiving. And during that time in the car, while we're up there on the drive home, we're best of friends, right? Laughing, talking that. But guess what? As soon as we're back, it goes back to they're the students. I never talk to them again. And I'm the teacher. And it's just like, that's what friendship has become.
I can
It's
relate.
only
with you, bro.
friendship through activity.
Yep.
So yes, we can, like even us with break diving,
mhm.
we are basically friends, but it's always 99% of the time through break diving activity, right?
Event, right. Agreed.
So I mean, I realize we have to somehow figure out how to get beyond that, because I honestly think that everybody is lonely all of the time. And I think everybody is depressed all of the time, except the people who have more people around them and the people who have more things going on in their lives and are more actively doing things with other people. They're able to trick their minds into thinking that everything is all good. But when people, I'd say 9 out of 10 psychologists or psychiatrists, they've all got their own problems. It's not like they are magical people and I think they have more problems than anybody else, but they just don't tell you, the client, because that's not their role. Their role is to just help you. But I mean, the more you guys think about it, it's like, I want to go back though to the way it was when we could just hang out and do nothing. We're kind of doing that now, I guess, right? Like right in this moment, we're having a real genuine nothing conversation,
Right.
which is nice.
I can very much relate to this, Monroe. Like, this is a very good question. Like, how can we make friends without doing any kind of activities?
It's not even so much about making friends without doing activities. I would like to have friends who I don't have to do any activities with.
Ah, it's the energy.
Like I would love to have somebody just come over to my apartment and
Yeah,
we
that's
don't talk at all. I'm reading my book. Like he or she is maybe doing some acting, just something, and maybe we're talking here and there, but it's not planned and
Yeah, it's-
orchestrated. It's just like, you know what? Hey, I like being around you.
It's possible.
That's also possible.
It can be possible with that universal energy that we all have around us.
And to some extent, we have these study hall events here sometimes
Mhm.
at break diving, and for just 2 hours, we don't really talk. We just kind of sit here in silence. And then after an hour, we put on the video and say, hey, what did you accomplish? But in some ways, I kind of feel closer to people during those events. Someplace, I don't know what it is. It's just like we're there, but it's not forced. It's just, hey, we're here, and I don't know. I'm kind of rambling right now, and
No, I understand totally. Like sometimes with friends, like a group of friends, we decide like let's watch a movie at our own home, but the same movie. So yeah, it's kind of the feeling you get. I understand what you're not totally rambling. You are saying right feeling. You can't explain the feeling, but it's there. Like the feeling we are doing something together or something like that. Even though we are not together physically, but like even though virtually, but it you kind of get the feeling. Like sometimes we watch movies. Like
Okay,
they watch
okay, I got it. It's love. It's Monroe. It's love. Because when you love someone, you don't have to talk or have to make some activities, participate in some activities with them. It's she's or he's just there. I mean, you feel happy about it. It's the energy.
but I
It's
had
the
that
love.
feeling with, is it a platonic love? Because
Yeah,
I mean, I
obviously,
have that
it's a
feeling with
platonic love.
when I was in elementary school,
Yeah.
and I invited my friends over. We would just come over and we would just watch TV together, or we would just sit there and do nothing. Hey, do you want to go to walk to the park? Okay, sure. Now, if you ask someone to go on a walk to the park, you're weird. You're a weird person. If like I cannot ask someone, do you want to go for a walk? Do you want to just hang out? And if I asked a guy, if I ask a
Yeah.
guy that, hey, do you want to go for a walk in the park? They think I'm weird. If
It's
I
not.
ask a girl, do you want to go for a walk in the park? They think I'm hitting on her. It's like impossible to just.
It's not your fault. Monroe, trust me, you are a very decent and innocent guy. It's not your fault. It's the generation that is changing the
yeah,
people.
you can say that.
Okay, now it's my turn.
Go ahead, anyway.
Got into a very deep conversation. Again, my question is going to be very deep. So my question is like, what will be your reaction when you will get out from the matrix? Like whatever you have heard of was a lie. Everything was a lie. You realize that you were reprogrammed. You were programmed through when you were born from the day right now. So like you are breaking out of the matrix and you realize right now, right?
I'll
So
go
what will be
first
your
because
reaction?
my answer is simple. I'd be like, thank God, I knew there was something wrong. And so everything makes sense now because life has made zero sense to me for 44 years. And it makes less and less sense the older I get. So if I suddenly woke up and realized that I was in some programmed world, I'd be thinking, ah, but then I'd be, oh crap, now I've got another world that I have to now figure out and start from zero. Okay?
Okay.
Maybe she wasn't listening again.
She is.
Yes.
So what's your answer? Like, what's your reaction from breaking out from the matrix?
I don't know. Maybe just okay. Maybe they will just program a nice background, nice smooth life like that. That will be my reaction.
Great.
Yes.
Betty.
Hmm. I also don't know how to do that. But what I have experienced until now, I just think that I have learned so many things. And even though there's it's not all, it's not, yeah, how to say, it's not all the good moments, but until now, I just feel like painful and bliss, feeling bliss.
Oh, if you broke out of the matrix, you would feel painful?
Huh? Sorry?
The question, you remember the movie The Matrix?
I don't, I don't see the
Yeah.
movie.
Okay, let's make it very simple. Like whatever you have learned
Yeah,
from the
yeah.
beginning, from your education system, it was all a
Mhm.
lie. Like 2 plus 2 is not equals to 4. What will be your reaction?
2 plus 2 is not 4.
Equals to 4.
He's saying
Mm.
if you woke up tomorrow and all of a
Mhm.
sudden you learned that 2 plus 2 does not equal 4, you do not live on planet Earth, the sky is not blue, whatever,
Mm.
everything that you think is true, it was a lie. How would you react to that?
Mm. Hmm. I don't know. Disappointed.
It's okay. I know someone don't want to break the matrix. Someone likes to be in the matrix.
How about you, Saeed?
I think I would be like, what's done is done. So let's live that life again, but with the knowledge that it's for a matrix. So I can do things which I cannot do in the life. Like let's live that again, but with the knowledge of that it was
The
matrix.
knowledge you
And
want to reskill yourself. That's a good
yeah,
decision.
Saeed, did you ask your question already?
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah, you did yours.
captain of the ship.
That's right, the captain of the ship. Betty, what's yours? What's your question for us?
My question. I'll let Gay ask already.
You're the last one. You've had a lot of time to think, Betty.
Okay. What kind of adventure do you like the most in life?
What type of
Adventure.
Adway, you
And
go.
why?
No, you go, Monroe, first. You're the Jack Sparrow, captain.
All right, for me, the great adventure is always to go to another country, to travel, and and the other is to launch a new business and hoping that it'll become successful. The difference is, though, the adventure going to a new country is usually always successful, even if it's a failure. Whereas the adventure of starting a business, you can succeed by failing, but it's not as enriching as even a terrible trip can still have good memories. But when your business fails, it's like, oh, well, I learned what not to do, but you're not, oh my God, it was such a great experience. So
Like investment loss.
yeah, exactly. So, okay, who's next? Adway, now your turn.
Okay, adventure. I will try to take bigger risks in my life. With that, I haven't thought about this answer. Like, okay, Said, you can go.
Sorry, I didn't quite get the question.
What's your definition of a great adventure in life?
Okay, yeah, I think like I think about it most of the time also, like You just go on a journey, like you just start traveling without without knowing that you have the booking of a hotel, you don't have like the finances and you don't know where you will stay. Like just go, and I think the nature will do something, and I think that nature will do something, and you will get a place to sleep for the night, and you'll get food also, or like, or if don't, then let's stay hungry for a few days and like thing like that, like cut off life. Just
To be
go,
spontaneous.
yeah, spontaneous nomad, you can say, like don't know, don't care about anything, just went on a journey, you can say. Don't know where you are heading, you don't have any plan, you're just going.
I want to do that. I think that's what I've missed a lot in my life recently. I feel like I've kind of, I told you I felt like trapped here in Miami Beach, and I used to be so free spirited. I would just get up and just move to China, or just get up
Yeah.
and do the, and I want to be like that person again. And I want to be able to just, I don't want to feel like I'm stuck in one place. I want to feel like I can. Just
Yes, Monroe, that's the time when we actually explore the human body, and we actually can understand that the man's body, the main strength is, I mean, limitless. And just like he said, living in the jungle or anywhere all alone without anything, we can actually achieve the true potential of ourselves, like what we are capable of, like living alone and become a monster.
And Gay, how about you? What's your answer?
She already answered in chat.
Oh, wait, who didn't answer then? I don't think Gay answered.
In chat, he said a great adventure
Oh,
for me.
a great adventure for me is to travel, learning and experiencing the good and the bad without knowing it, plus relaxation, getting away from depression. I'm with you, Gay, 100%. All right, so don't leave, don't hang up. We're not done. I'm just gonna stop the video recording, but then we'll talk again for a second. All of you guys on YouTube, or wherever this video is, hope you enjoyed it. Please click like, subscribe, leave a comment, share the video. And of course, please join us at breakdiving.io. You can find the link in the description. We would love you to join our community and be a part of these great friendship events too, because breakdiving is not the same without you. We need you to join us. We'll see you soon. Everyone wave goodbye.
What has happened on your finger?
Oh,
This is the question.
watch some of the
every
prior
video.
videos. No, I'll tell you in a second. Bye.